So The Cut ran a hit piece about me today, essentially they literally calling me transphobic, anti-Semitic, and how people shouldn't fall for my coverage of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni because I'm also racist. Yeah, whatever. But I wanted to show you the person who wrote the article because remember, I'm the bully.
Welcome to my channel. Candace Owens is responding to an article published by The Cut. The Cut piece, titled "Don't Fall for Candace Owens' Rebrand," was published on the same day and suggested that Owens, known for her far-right commentary, is attempting to rebrand herself as a more mainstream lifestyle influencer while covering the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni legal drama. The article frames her coverage as a potential gateway for new audiences into her broader, often controversial, ideological universe. This is a masterclass in counterpunching. She's not just defending herself, she's exposing what she sees as the hypocrisy and moral bankruptcy of The Cut and its writer. The 2014 Daily Dot piece, where Dickson wrote, "I've become convinced that we need to stop getting caught up in our knee-jerk reactions to adults having sex with children, however despicable we might find it, however legitimate our horror at the idea may be, and start focusing on rational solutions and discuss child sex robots as a harm reduction tool," gives Owens ammunition. She'd argue this shows Dickson is out of touch with normal moral standards, making her unfit to critique Owens's character or politics. The Cut likely published the article to critique Owens' rising mainstream appeal and warn readers about her controversial past, framing her celebrity coverage as a strategic move to soften her image. As a progressive-leaning outlet, it's consistent with their editorial stance to highlight concerns about far-right figures gaining broader influence. The Cut suggested this shift to celebrity coverage is a deliberate strategy, or rebrand, to appear more mainstream and appeal to a broader audience. However, it warned readers not to be fooled, pointing to Owens' past controversial statements. Specifically, it mentioned her history of remarks some label as racist, transphobic, or anti-Semitic, such as her criticism of Black Lives Matter, her comments on LGBTQ+ rights, calling them satanic, and her defense of Kanye West's White Lives Matter shirt and other polarizing stances.
I cannot tell you how shook I am by reading her words supporting as a solution for pedophiles, like someone being given a child sex robot, and she was motivated because some kid that went to her bat mitzvah got convicted of molesting a child, and she says that we should all like calm down about it and look for a rational solution. And what's so crazy is that when she interviewed me, she kept focusing on this piece that I did or something where I spoke about Sigmund Freud. And it is a fact, like literally two Jewish guys, one who worked for the Sigmund Freud archives was speaking about the origins of like the Jewish mystic Kabbalah tradition, and the guy who worked at the Sigmund Freud archives learned German and came across evidence that Sigmund Freud was covering for children who were being molested. And she was focusing on this when she was interviewing me. She's like, why would Sigmund Freud, why would you say this? And I said, because it's true. It didn't come from me. It came from a Jewish guy who worked for Sigmund Freud's archive center. And here's what's even crazier. Like, I told her the book title, The Assault on Truth by Jeffrey Masson. And I'm like, she's like, so do you think all Jewish people are pedophiles? I'm like, no, I'm literally saying that obviously something is wrong with Sigmund Freud if you have this guy who worked for him, who read his work and came out and with this huge expose about saying that he created the child seduction theory basically to cover for pedophiles. And now you have this woman who's written this article to essentially be like, my friend grew up to sexually assault children and we need to come up with solutions for this, who's writing a hit piece on me. And I'm wondering, like, was this hit piece motivated because she has like a soft spot for pedophiles? Like, literally, what is The Cut doing right now? This is disgusting. I'm telling you guys, there are just some really sick, disturbing journalists out there, and they're always accusing other people of what they're guilty of. And this is why it's really dangerous to fall into any of these like identity cults. Like, oh, like as anybody starts a sentence with as a Black woman or like as a Jewish woman, as this or whatever, like she was masking elements of herself and trying to use Judaism to do it, which is really gross. Like what Black people, white people, Jewish people, we agree pedophilia is wrong. And we agree that it's crazy for any person to dress up their soft spot for pedophilia, which is how I read her article. soft spot for pedophilia by trying to attack someone and call them a bad person. But you don't think your friend that came to your bar mitzvah is a bad person? You just think he needs like a child sex robot? Like, literally, what is this? What is happening?
It's a great honor to have Prime Minister Starmer in the Oval Office. It's a very special place, and he's a special man. And the United Kingdom is a wonderful. This is a wonderful country that I know very well. I'm there a lot, and I'll be going there, and we expect to see each other in the near future. We'll be announcing it, but. We're going to be discussing many things today. We'll be discussing Russia-Ukraine. We'll be discussing trade and lots of other items. And I think we can say that we're going to be getting along on every one of them. We've had a tremendous relationship. And frankly, the Prime Minister and I have met twice before, and we get along very famously, as you would say. And I look forward to it very much. We look forward to the day and the meeting. We'll be having a luncheon after this, and then another work session, and I believe we're going to have a press conference at the end. So I look forward to it.